Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another bonus episode. This one is a very special bonus episode for our Patreon only, the first ever inaugural Patreon only IDP Dynasty, Dynasty League. So, myself and 11 of our other Patreon followers and supporters are going to be battling it out. This is a league that Uncle Steve asked me to fire up a couple of years ago, and just now gotten around to it. We're going to have an entire series of a bunch of new, different style leagues coming up. The next one is a 32 team league that's set up kind of like best ball, only instead of drafting players, you're drafting their position of their team. As an example, if you want CMC with the 101, you're not drafting CMC. You're drafting all of the 49ers running backs with your 101. No trading, pretty much best ball scoring. More details to come. But this isn't about that. That's just a little teaser because that's the next thing I'm going to start filling as soon as today, actually. But with this IDP Dynasty League, this is what we got. What's up, Pete? Pete is one of the IDP or one of the Patreon members that are in this IDP league. What's going on, Pete? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. The first thing I'm going to do, the random wheel is going to tell us what our draft order is going to be. Then I'm going to reset the random wheel to tell us what division we're going to be. Keep in mind that this is a 1980s movie themed league. So classic 1980 movies. That's why I've got my man Bruce Willis here to help me out. Yippee-ki-yay, right? My team name is actually Yippee-ki-yay Mother Tuckers because we do have kickers, Justin Tucker. And you guys know I love kickers, right? So we'll play on words there. But the divisions as of right now, and the guys in the league are more than welcome to throw out suggestions if they want different division names. But I didn't want them movie related specifically because I want the guys to be able to come up with their own team names. I didn't want to steal ideas. So the divisions are Blockbuster Video, Siskel and Ebert, and Big Hair because of the 1980s Big Hair. All right. So anyhow, well, first of all, let's get the draft order out of the way because that's the big thing. That's what everybody wants to see. So we're going to definitely do the draft order. Then I'm going to touch on a little bit about the league real quick, just briefly, some of the different rules and different wild things about the league. Nothing like Frankenstein. Trust me, it's not going to be as insane as Frankenstein. But then and then we'll do a random wheel for the divisions as well. But as you see, I've got Doc Brown and Marty McFly here in the background for the wheel because, again, 80s themed movies. I have all 12. Let me double check. Oh, yeah, it's 12 entries. All right, so I have 12 guys here. I'm going to shuffle it 3 times between each spin. Now, keep in mind, whatever you get here, guys, in the initial startup draft, we're only drafting current active NFL players. We're not drafting the rookies coming up. We're also not drafting rookie draft picks either in this startup draft. It's only the current players in the startup draft, which is happening on Saturday, March 4th. And we're going to do that at least the first 2 hours of the draft. We're going to be doing it live right here on YouTube as well. And then after that, probably first 2 hours, we'll go to a slow draft. We'll talk about that more on March 4th. But after the draft, we wait for the NFL draft. We see where the rookies go, and then we're going to have our rookie draft in early May. I believe it was March 4th for the startup, and somewhere around May 4th, or give or take, or whatever, for the rookie draft. But anyhow, the rookie draft, your draft order for the rookie draft is going to be the reverse order of the draft order for the startup draft. So if you get the number 1 pick here for the startup, which is what we're spinning for, then you'll have the 12 for the rookie draft. If you have the 4th pick in this startup, you're going to have the 9 for the rookie draft, etc. So, all right. So we're going to go. I'm going to start with the 12 and work our way up to the 1. So the first person I spin here is going to have the 12th overall pick, and you guys will have to bear with me because I'm going to write these down as we go. It'll be quicker for me when I input it after we get off here. So the 12th pick is going to go to Tone, Big Tone. Now this means that Tone, Anthony Dion, you will also have the 101 pick in the rookie draft. The first rookie draft, the inaugural rookie draft, is going to be a snake draft. But after that, it'll be linear, just like all the other rookie drafts. So for the initial startup, Tone, you're going to have the 12. So I can remove that. The 11th pick goes to Steve Weiss. Again, Steve, that means you will have the second pick in the rookie draft. The 10th pick in the startup and third pick in the rookie goes to Coach Fry. The 9th pick goes to Steve Varner. All right. The 8th pick, which would be 5th in the rookie draft, goes to myself. All right. I would say that's not optimal, but also it doesn't matter. I'm still going to wipe the floor with you guys. Actually, I'm not very good at Dynasty or IDP. Definitely not IDP. So this will be interesting. Just doing it for you guys. All right, Frito will have the 7 pick, which means you'll have the 6th pick in the rookie draft. All right, the 6th pick here goes to the great Nate. Number 5 goes to Justin Toe, longtime supporter, one of our first ever Patreon members. Down to the top 4 picks here. The 4th overall pick goes to Dylan Carlson. And he was the last one to actually enter into this league. So congratulations, you got the 3rd pick, which means the 10th pick in the rookie draft. We are down to Pete, Porg, and Uncle Steve for the top 3 picks. That's something. There we go. The 3rd pick goes to the infamous Uncle Steve. Not bad. And that was, like, Sass, the guy that's been trying to get me to start up this league. Shuffled it 3 times again. Now the 2nd pick goes to Pete, who is in the chat. Congratulations, Pete. Got the 2nd pick, meaning the 11th pick in the rookie draft. So tell us how you feel about that. Would you have rather had an early rookie pick or this 2nd pick in the startup, Pete? And then Porg, my man Porg, he's already at a huge advantage because he plays Dynasty and very particularly IDP all the time. He's an IDP machine. He already has that advantage going for him. Now he gets the number 1 pick too. So feels a little bit rigged, but well, I'm the only one running this, so I can only blame myself, right? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna type in the divisions. There are 4 teams per division. Oop. This is riveting. I'm sure this is exciting stuff to watch. Unfortunately, it wouldn't let me have two wheels up at the same time, or I would have already had this ready. All right. So here in a minute, what I'll do is I'll go down the list, starting with tone, the 12, and work my way down, and I'll spin, and whatever it lands on is also the division that you're in. I'll do that in a little bit. First, I want to kind of go over real quick a little bit about the uh, they would have, like he would have rather have been in the middle of the pack, and I get that, but you're going to get a great pick at least, a great start. So, all right. So just real briefly, a little bit about the league. Like I said, three divisions, four teams in each division, like in most typical standard leagues. The only big difference here that I did was on the IDP side. So I noticed with IDP that in most leagues, linebackers will typically way outscore the other positions. So I've adjusted the scoring a little bit so that the top 12 from last season, if we go by, last season's scoring, um, or last season's end results, the top 12 at each position on the defensive side are all going to be very, very similar to each other. Um, so they all ranged in between about 18 to 25 fantasy points per game in that top 12 range. Um, 18 being the 12th and 25 being the first, obviously, for all of the defensive positions. So defensive end, defensive tackle, linebacker, safety, and cornerback. It pretty much evens the field. So the 12th best um, uh, cornerback was very similar to the 12th best linebacker and the 12th best defensive tackle all across the board for the top 12. Don't really know so much about what that does to the deeper end of it, but at least I know the top tier guys at each position are all going to be relatively similar. Then I've also done the same thing to offensive players. Everybody except quarterbacks. Quarterbacks obviously are always going to score a little bit more, um, but uh, but on that defensive side, also for your starting lineups, you have to start. You only have to start one player at each of the five positions. So defensive end, defensive tackle, linebacker, safety, corner, but you start 11 in total. So you could start up to 7 at each of those positions too. If you want to go linebacker heavy and have 7 linebackers, that's fine. But remember, they don't get that extra big scoring in this league as some of the other positions to help even it out. So it's not going to really matter so much. Um, Also, you start 11 offensive players. I do believe that this is a superplex. Not completely positive, but I think it is. Actually, yeah, I remember. I just did the settings last night, so it is a superplex, and we have kickers. Um, Kicker scoring is exactly what I've always said it should be in every league that has kickers, and it's also the same as the Scott Fish Bowl scoring. So for every yard, it's zero point 0.1 more. So if it's a 37-yard field goal, you get 3.7. A 44-yard field goal, 4.4. All extra points are 3.3. And then for the most part, the scoring is all just about the same as any other league. So, um, not sure what that comment was for, but I'm guessing it was for me and not so much this old man, this old bald guy. Back then he was a stud, but now he's just like the rest of us. But he's got to be talking about me, I guess. All right, let's get back to the wheel where we can do the divisions next. So let me pull that up. All right. So again, Tone is the first guy on the list because he has the 12th pick, which means the first pick in the rookie draft. I'm going to randomize it 3 times between each one and spin, and whatever division it lands on is your division. Um, I did not put this in the rules for you guys that are in the league, but I feel like we probably want to look at changing up the divisions every couple of years. And I'm saying that before I even spin this wheel, but just kind of for variation. But that's something we'll discuss, and I'll change it up in the rules if we decide to in the group chat. But for now, at least for the first couple of years, this is going to be your division. So I'm going to shuffle 3 times, and Tone is going to be in video division. Next is Steve Weiss. He is going to be in the Siskel and Ebert division. Then we have Coach Fry at the 10th pick. Will be in the Big Hair division. Steve Varner is next. Steve Varner, Siskel and Ebert division with Steve Weiss. Now I really hope that Uncle Steve also gets in that same division so that all the Steves can be in the Siskel and Ebert division. That would be phenomenal. And I don't know if this is a 1980s reference or if he just only has eyes for me, but I'm okay with it either way. Um, so me, I am in the Blockbuster division with Tone, Blockbuster Video. That's good. This is kind of the one I wanted anyway. I don't know if I'm happy about being with Tone, the shark, but Frito Bandito, also in the Blockbuster division, the guy that beats me in pretty much everything, except in the what was it, in the draft night out. I did beat him in the finals of the draft night out to get this, to win this nice little ring right here. I beat Frito for that ring, that draft night out. If you want to purchase one of these rings for one of your leagues, any fantasy league, doesn't have to be football, baseball, basketball, fantasy, fishing, I don't really care. You can go to our website, toiletsandtitles.com. On the website, there's going to be actually, you know what? This one's not a website affiliate. This one, you don't even have to go to our website, but you do want to go to our website for all of our rookie profiles that the guys on the draft team for Toilets and Titles have been putting out. Toiletsandtitles.com. But for one of those rings for your league, all you have to do is go to trophysmack.com/title tribe. That's trophysmack.com/title tribe. Pick out the ring, you purchase it. We get a little bit of a kickback. I think you get a little bit of a discount for using that link, trophysmack.com/title tribe. All right. So that's Frito, myself, and Tone all in the same division, the Blockbuster Video division. If you guys want in on more Patreon only leagues that are going to be coming down the pipeline, don't forget to go to patreon.com/toilets and titles and sign up for our Patreon support at any level. But the higher level, the more stuff you qualify for when we do fun stuff like this. Nate has to be in the big hair division, right? Oh yeah, there it is. Called it. All right, so Nate is going to be with Coach Fry in the big hair division. Then we have Justin Toe. I'm trying to make it happen. Justin Toe did not help with that though, because now there's only one spot left in the Siskel and Ebert division. So I'm trying to make it happen though, Coach. And let's see, next is Dylan Carlson, the last guy to enter in. Oh, he took the last Siskel and Ebert spot. So Steve, it's not going to be an all Steve and Justin division. So it's going to be Siskel and Ebert is locked. We've got Steve Weiss, Steve Varner, Justin Toe, and Dylan Carlson. Not delete one of them. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Next is Steve Evans. Steve Evans is going to be in the big hair division. So he is with Coach Fry and Nate. Pete, what division is Pete going to be in? Pete is also going to be in the big hair division. And if you know Pete, you know that's kind of ironic. All right, so the big hair division is going to be Pete, Steve Evans, Nate, and Coach Fry. Solid division right there. And then the last one, Porg. Oh, I guess I must have missed something somewhere. We already had the big hair. I must not have deleted that one. Porg is going to be in the blockbuster division because that's the only one left. All right. So the blockbuster division is Porg, Frito, Tone, and myself. Man, that's a tough division right there. Just throwing out the disclaimer now that I'm really bad at IDP, so that when I get smoked in this division, that's the reason why I'm not used to it. All right, so that's it, guys. That's what I have for you guys for this quick little bonus fun episode. Like I said, it's mostly for the guys in this league or any other Patreons. But don't forget, if you want in on that 32 team league, all you have to do is tell me what team you want to represent. For instance, I'm representing the Colts. George is representing the Dolphins. Uncle Steve, who is a Colts fan, unfortunately, he couldn't represent the Colts because I already am. So he chose the Steelers, his second favorite team, or the team he rooted for back when he was a kid. This was like way back before the Colts were even a team in Baltimore. I think it was like 1927 or something like that. I don't know. He liked the Steelers back then. Anyhow, if you want in on the 32 team league, let me know. I'll have more details on that drop because I don't want to give information now and be wrong. But it's a cheap league. It's mostly for charity, and mostly like best ball type scoring. So you don't even really have to set a lineup and stuff. I'm going to make it super easy, but it's going to be a fun little league. It's different. So reach out to us, let us know, or let me know if you want in on it so I can get you down because that's the next one I'm going to start filling today. All right. Have a good one, guys.